What's the first thing you do when you wake up in the morning? Is it check Facebook? Is it doing a few push-ups? Well, for a lot of people, it's seeing how many sales they got overnight, or how well a YouTube video has performed. And this can be one of the worst ways to wake up, because on the off chance that you haven't gotten much overnight, that could set you up for a terrible day. You would have lost that excitement, that drive to get done, all based on the fact that you looked at your statistics or your sales first thing in the morning. Vice versa, if you do have a lot of sales, it can be highly motivating and you can end up having an incredible day. However, for a lot of people who aren't getting sales, they spend the rest of the day thinking, what did I do wrong? If this at all sounds like your morning routine, then definitely watch this video, because in this video, I'm going to be telling you different ways to get more print-on-demand sales, and even better, hopefully wake up to more print-on-demand sales. And of course, before we get into it, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and help me get to 100,000 subscribers. Hopefully I'll get there one day. But anyways, let's get right into it. So we're gonna start with just a couple of ways to promote your different designs. I would say try some of them, try all of them, do what you want to do, but whatever happens, give it some time, give it a couple of weeks. Don't just implement something and expect sales that same day or, a couple of days later. Number one, put your shop link everywhere, and I mean Facebook, put it there, Instagram, put it there, Pinterest, TikTok, everywhere. At least once a day, make a post. And I don't just mean make one of those generic posts saying, buy my t-shirt, or a lot of people, I see create a post with no words, just a really long, ugly URL with a couple of pictures. In fact, I see a lot of that spam on my Facebook group. Don't do that. Create genuine, meaningful posts, and bear in mind where you're posting it. So if you're creating a post on Facebook, it's gonna be a lot of family and friends who follow you. Create something with some words that actually make sense. Why did you create this? What was the inspiration behind that design? Why did you want that design? All of it, right? Put that in a Facebook post. Now, if you're posting on Instagram, it'll be slightly different. If you're posting on TikTok, it'll be slightly different. Now, a couple of things with this one. If you want to incentivize it a bit, you could offer free shipping, you could offer a discount, you could say, I'm doing a discount for Facebook only, and you can even make a Facebook discount code. You're right, you can make specific discount codes depending on the print-on-demand platform you are using. And as well as that, you want to try and track as much as you can. What you could do is you could use the platform Bitly to get the links for Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and that way you can see which social media platform is driving the most number of clicks. If you want to track which one is getting you the most sales, that is a bit more difficult, and that depends on the print-on-demand platform you're using. But if you can connect Google Analytics to your print-on-demand platform, let's say it's Shopify and Printful, or Shopify and Motif, or something like that, you will be able to track every step of that customer, the pages they went on, if they added it to the basket, if they bought, everything. And that way you can fully see what is working, what isn't working, and then you can double down on what is working, which social media platform is getting you the most money. Number two, take note of the time of year. So for example, right now we've got Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Christmas, January sales. And what you'll find is you want to align your marketing efforts around the type of year. So make a Black Friday sale, make a Cyber Monday free shipping sale, right? Now, as well as that, the websites that you sell your stuff on, usually they will end up getting an influx of traffic. So let's say you're selling on Redbubble, now would be a better time to upload designs because Redbubble have an influx of traffic. Likewise with Etsy, likewise with Amazon. Now, that is just this time of the year. A lot of the time, certain websites have their own sales. Like Redbubble could have a sale on in March, I don't know. So try to find out and keep an eye out for when these site-wide sales are, so that you can upload your designs, because even though your design might not be on sale, the website in of itself will get an influx of traffic. Number three, start running Facebook ads. Now, I know this is a bit more of a confusing one, and I'm going to try and just touch on it briefly here, but I do want everyone to know that I do have quite a few videos in the works that will be coming out soon. Facebook advertising is pretty powerful when combined with print on demand if done right. With Facebook, you are able to target quite focused. Even though the iOS updates have screwed a lot of that up, it's still possible. The main thing you have to consider here is your profit margin. If you have a high enough profit margin, then Facebook ads will work for you. So if you are going to run ads and you have multiple print-on-demand shops, you have multiple print-on-demand partners, the one that you end up connecting with Facebook ads, make sure that's the one that earns the most profit. And then you want to create an ad. What ad do you want to create? Well, you want to try and create a laser focus ad that stops someone in their tracks, that potentially talks to them. And this is why Facebook is still pretty good at this, because you're able to target specific interests. Specific interests, you say? Let's try this. Let's say fans of Jeremy Clarkson. Is that a thing? Oh, Jeremy Clarkson, pretty good. Now let's go even more targeted and let's put them in the ages of 55 to 65, and let's change the genders to all men. Let's change the location to, well, we can go anywhere, can't we? We can do Highway 56. Highway 56. Let's do that one. Let's do a 50-mile radius of Highway 56. Let's get rid of United Kingdom. Bam! We can get so flipping targeted with Facebook if we really want to. At the end of the day, it's a matter of testing out different ages, different price points, different genders, different interests, different locations. And this is why I say, you know, I can only touch on it briefly in this video, because Facebook is obviously a lot more complicated than I can't just pack it into this small video. But a lot of people say the hardest thing about print on demand is the marketing and getting sales. And when it comes to things like Facebook ads, I agree, because it's so flipping difficult and confusing. And I used to do it every single day, but I stopped for a couple of months. And I go back to it and it's completely changed. And now I'm relearning everything again with Facebook ads. So it can get very annoying, but, and this is the dream. If you can master it and you know exactly how to run ads and how to make money with ads, boy, are you going to be making a lot of sales. When I was in the peak of print on demand and I was making a ton of sales, I was running ads to all my designs and it was amazing. I would wake up in the morning to 30 or 40 sales that I would have gone overnight, just because I had those ads running in other countries, places where people weren't asleep when I was asleep. And it was brilliant. Number 4, start working with influencers, micro influencers and nano influencers. Now, micro influencers and nano influencers are people with a following of under 50,000 people. And the reason why I say you should go for these ones, number 1, they won't charge you a crazy amount of money to promote one of your designs. In fact, a lot of the time, they will just be happy to receive something for free. And that's just a win-win, right? The second reason is because these people have a much smaller audience, chances are it's a lot more laser focused and a lot more dedicated. So like a nano influencer that could have, 2,000 people, you'll find that those 2,000 people could be family, friends, and like acquaintances, and maybe a couple of randomers, but you'll find that those people are like a lot stronger in terms of a core audience and could end up actually spending more money than people with 100,000 strangers. Now, if you want to break into the mid-tier influencers, you're talking about people up to 500,000 followers. And by all means, you can break into that mid-tier level if you want. What I would suggest doing is first testing out your designs on nano and micro, see if it gets any good comments, any good likes, any good traction, any sales. And if it's doing well, then branch out and try and find some mid-level influencers where you'll reach a lot more people, but the post will also be significantly more expensive. Hopefully though, at that point, you would have started getting sales from your nano and micro influencers, so you'll be good to spend a bit more money on those mid-level influencers. And number 5, rejig your SEO efforts every so often. So SEO is search engine optimization. Your titles, your bullets, your description, your tags, all these things that Google will see and know how to rank your listing, your products, right? Every so often, maybe change them up. If you're seeing that something isn't working and it's been a month or two, try a few different keywords, try a different title. The thing I learned when it came to internet marketing is A/B split testing was so flipping important. And that means having one thing and split testing just a little part of it. So for example, if you have an ad that says buy now, or you have an ad that says add to basket, everything else is exactly the same, the targeting, the pictures, everything, just those words, that would be considered an A/B split test. Now, that's not a good example for this, but what I'm saying is try different titles, try different keywords, try different descriptions, and see which one potentially ends up ranking you higher in the search algorithm. These were just a couple of ideas, and I probably will go into some of these ideas in more detail, especially like the influencers and Facebook and that kind of stuff in other videos. But for now, just try some of these out and see if they increase your sales, maybe help you get your first sales, whatever it is, test them out and see what happens. I have to say, even if you do all of this and it starts working, I still highly recommend you do not check your phone in the morning. Instead, wake up, wash your face, do a couple of push-ups, maybe walk around the house, do some stretches. There are things that will for sure put you in a much better place to start the working day productively and in a more motivated mindset. Oh, and by the way, if you want even more ways to get sales, then check out this video right here. Go and watch this now and it will help you hopefully get more print on demand sales.